Just another day on the farm. This pretty much sums up how things are at the moment. Things are quite wet, so it's too wet and damp to do too much. We're concentrating on the house at the moment anyway. Just a quick shot of our pineapples. We've got someone up here to feed all the animals at the moment, so we don't have to do really anything at the moment. We deliberately haven't planted because we're just waiting on the house to get finished, so we can sort of do all that at once and finish the house. There's a nice rooster. There's the barracks that the guys from building the house live in most of the time. And as you can see, the house is progressing quite nicely. Grass is getting a bit long here just because it's been too wet to... It's really wet, quite wet in front of me here, just too wet to bring out the mower. Cardo's loving his fallen mango tree. He's up in the tree as usual. He loves it up there. It's his new place. As you can see, grass a bit longer. And as we come round, we have kitty cats all in the... We've got two cages there. This is all our female cats, just to keep them nice and safe at the moment. Just as people around everywhere, just with all the building and construction going on at the moment, so we like to keep them safe in there. They're quite happy and got things to play with in there. Down the back here, this is our copra oven. It's where we cook our coconuts, and that's what we sell. As you can see, it's got no roof. That all blew off in the typhoon and was destroyed, and this is all that's left. We're going to just put a temporary cover over that when we need it again. At the moment, we're just selling coconuts by the whole nut, because most of them got lost in the typhoon, so we're not really getting that many anyway. So we just sell them. As you can see, there's lots of burn pits around the place where it's burn all the rubbish. It's still too wet to burn too much and to clear too much. You can see we have cleared a bit behind the chicken coop there, and just here we've cleared a bit. There's going to be a bit of construction going on later, which I'll tell you about later. Through that just shows you that's all our property there. Pretty much everything you can see in whatever I film is our property. The bit that I focus on, that's probably about 10% of our property. The bit that's all cleared to my left there, it's probably about 10%. We've cleared all that just because we're going to build something down there. We'll try and burn a lot at the moment just to keep it clear and to keep the snakes away. We've got a few cobra sightings around the place. I'll try and keep this lawn grass mowed just so there's no snakes hiding in the grass there. But as I said, it's been a month or so because it's been way too wet. It's just not drying out. There's a bit of split bamboo there for a bit of construction work that's happening right now. There's our chicken coop on the right. We've got about 16, 17 chickens at the minute. And just started clearing again. You can see a bit clearing. Cut open his tree. I'll just go over to him. He's been a bit testy lately. I think he wants to get at the girls. The girls have just had babies. 2 out of 3 girls have just had babies, so I'm trying to keep Carter away from them. And Carter's been a bit aggressive of late. He used to let me come up and pat him, but not at the moment. Not at the moment. If I get too close, he will come at me without question. He'll come at anybody, actually. It's not just me. Without question, but yeah. So here he comes. He's coming. He won't let me come too close. But he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He did his job last year. Well, with two of the girls. There's a bit of view of our chicken house. I started putting the grass clippings in here just to give the chickens something to play with, and a bit of diversity to eat. And that's our original house that we built there. We're probably going to move in there in the next 2 months, just until the proper house is finished, but we'll see. Again, just getting a little bit of clearing done as the rain is still running every day, but mostly it's overnight. So of a morning it's still wet, but you see we've got people everywhere at the moment. So it's still wet in the morning, but at least lets them keep working on the house. There's a few of our bananas survived the typhoon. We've actually got some bananas actually coming through. One of our papaya, most of them fell down, but we've got a few papaya still growing. That's our actual goat pen, but our goats don't live in there at the minute. We've got them over the other side of the property. Yeah, we've still got some cats. That's one of our boys. Our boys still roam around free. We've got 5 or 6 boys. That is at the back of our dog house. We've got 2 dogs in there at the minute. It's just another view of our goat pen. We've just sort of scattered them around. There's plenty of food around the place at the minute, so we just let them get a bit more diversity in their feed. That's Donna, one of our dogs, and Chuchai, our other dog. You can't quite see him. He's up on the little vegetable stand. That's where he lives up there and protects that gate. He will bark loudly if anyone comes in there, which is good. You can just see the coconut tree lying across the path there. That was another casualty of the typhoon we had about 2 months ago. We haven't touched all this. We've deliberately not touched any of the... We're going to put gardens in most places, but we deliberately haven't done that because we're not here full time still yet. And like I said, we're not even feeding the animals at the moment. That's all getting done for us. So we're only up here a few hours every day, mostly to do with the house. You can see the bit of bamboo on the right. It's all been split. There's another construction project happening. There's always something happening, even when there's nothing happening. It's just that's the back side of the house. And that's the coconut tree that's fallen down. We're slowly cutting it up. Just another view of clearing here and the native house that we built. It's looking quite good. After I've done the mowing, you can see it's a bit better, and the grass clippings in the chicken house now, and they've got something to scratch around in. As I pan around, that's a calamansi tree. It's like a small lime. It's used a lot in cooking there, and as you can see, I've been able to do some mowing there, which is good. All looking much nicer after I've done all that. And Cardo's having a break from his tree. But yeah, it's all looking quite good, and as things start to dry out in the next month or so, even though we've got a lot of other things to do, like we've got a pregnant pig which will be due middle of March, I think it is. Got the date written down, so I'll have hopefully lots of piglets there. Here's one of our little baby goats. Here's the other baby goat, and just the back side of the house. The goats, got some construction going on in the greenhouse here, just in the garage there. We're having a room built in there for Alan's mother to live in there. It's the only place we've got on the property at the moment. And there's the tank and the well for the property at the moment. We're going to sink a new well for the new house. I just thought I'd show you this one. The baby goat is actually alive. It looked a bit dead in the first picture, but there's live, and there's a second baby goat also living and playing around. I've got a separate video of the black and white baby goat, unnamed, playing with itself, by itself. Pineapples are interesting. We've had 3 people approach us now as agents to buy our pineapple harvest. They're basically going to be ready for harvest in a few weeks, so hopefully we'll get a bit of cash back for that. And this was another group in to try and get their business, have us sell our harvest to them when it's ready. If you and Cardo's always watching here. He never lets me out of his sight. Yes, I hope for the pineapples to be harvested in the next few weeks. Pig will have piglets in the next few weeks. Just another shot of Carabao. Act as transport in between when they're working. They can do it all. And here's Neko, our king cat of the property. Look at Neko's tail. The dog's all around her, and her tail is not moving. You can see when cats are normally agitated, their tail's flapping left and right. Got goat behind her, dogs all around him, and he's just not worried at all. So he is still king of the farm. Kado's trying to take over the mantle, but Neko, the pussycat, is still the king. Now you will notice all our goats and dogs are all tied up at the minute. That's mainly for their own protection, so they don't go onto the building site and annoy the builders. So please keep watching for another relaxing day on